This presentation was originally presented at the annual distributors meeting on June 25th, 2025. It covers SWP and grocery orders to both PFG and Wood Fruitiker in LINQ School Nutrition. As an overview, I will briefly try to explain how SWP is managed in LINQ School Nutrition, show you some of the new resources we have developed to assist both you and your managers with the ordering process, as well as explain the differences in the LINQ software platforms that we use in Alabama. You can see on the screen some of the topics we will briefly go over. We will start out with trying to understand the LINQ language. LINQ seems to be a very popular word in school nutrition. LINQ School Nutrition, which is formerly Titan, is the menu planning and nutritional analysis piece of LINQ. Many of you use LINQ School Nutrition for your menu planning. Those of you who are not will be using LINQ School Nutrition for purchasing in the very near future if you aren't already. The LINQ State System, or LINQ Core System, is the platform that is currently replacing the ALSDE-hosted online agreement or online application. This is what you recently just underwent training for. This is often referred to as CNIPS, or Child Nutrition Information and Payment System. LINQ Connect is LINQ's online payment portal that many of you have an agreement with LINQ. If you have not started the implementation process, please don't delay and get started as soon as possible. We anticipate finishing with the regions as shown on this timeline. We need to finish with Region 1 the first week of January. We are projecting all districts to be moved to the new system prior to April 1, 2026. Please note in the table that districts are not in order as we are alternating between distributors. These are our current account managers. If you have not started the process of implementing the new system through LINQ, now is the time to reach out and start the process. Their information is on the screen. As a note, Scott Ulrich is no longer working on the Alabama account. Jessica Klein works with districts with greater than 4,000 students, and Charles Simon works with districts with less than 4,000 students. You can see their contact information on the screen. Please reach out to them as soon as possible. I have just finished putting together a step-by-step user guide to assist with all things related to grocery orders in LINQ. We will be making this available to you very soon. There's a variety of information in this PDF to include how to run requisition reports, how to complete the purchasing process, creating users, reviewing, approving, and authorization, copying orders, usage reports, shopping list, how to map, mapping updates, all sorts of things like that. All of that is covered in this user guide. When placing your grocery orders, we need your assistance in correctly identifying your order. The identifier used in LINQ should be the same as the confirmation code or authorization approval code used in the old legacy ALSDE system. Oftentimes, the orders are coming through as LINQ default SYS numbers. As you can see on the screen, the identifier is your agreement number, followed by the cost center, followed by the delivery week. If you need to have an additional order or an add-on order, follow that delivery week by 1 or 2 or 3 or how many ever additional add-on orders you have for that week. In LINQ School Nutrition, product mapping is required as all items are restricted by default. You must allow your schools to purchase items. All items are set up to all schools during implementation. If Andrew Morton notifies you of a product change or a change in case size, it is likely you will need to remap the item to allow your schools to be able to purchase it. We want to assist with the ability to get a fresh start each year, so we're going to start talking about yearly mapping. So for yearly mapping, what we want to do is give you detailed instructions along with a spreadsheet to import for you to be able to reset the mapping on all your items in case you've missed something throughout the year. This would allow all items to be mapped to all schools just as they were when you first implemented LINQ School Nutrition purchasing. The templates will be different depending on the distributors as the distributors differ in products offered. You'll have to manually check the mapping on one item that we will call the reference item, and then you will be basically copying the mappings of the reference item to all other items. We will provide you with instructions, we will provide you with a template, and this will be available in late July. For those of you who have elaborate mapping and may be sending certain items only to certain schools, or certain items are not available to other schools, this default mapping may not be for you. If you're doing some advanced mapping features, it's likely you're keeping your mapping up to date already. So recently we've had a few issues with copied items. This mostly applies to districts using the menu planning module. Often in the early days of LINQ School Nutrition in Alabama, districts were often told to copy an item instead of adjusting the item from the State Department. Those copied items are creating issues. As the State Department updates items in LINQ School Nutrition, the items that have been copied or duplicated do not update. This is creating errors with grocery orders. All items in the system that go on a grocery order have shelf numbers or product numbers for the manufacturer. Most of the copied items that have been copied and trying to be ordered, they don't necessarily have a shelf number, item number for the manufacturer or for the distributor, that sort of thing. If they do, it's being appended with like ones and twos and that sort of thing, and those numbers are not accepted by the distributor system. Best practice is not to copy it and request assistance from the state if you need alternate serving sizes or units of measure. We typically try to get back to you within 24 hours and get it corrected if there's something you need added into the system. So if you will, please avoid copying items and reach out to us when adjustments are needed. You may sometimes see items with an X after the SWP region numbers. This denotes that an item has been taken off bid. We are appending the numbers with an X so that we can leave items in the system while transferring the original item number to a new item. This will still allow inventory to be controlled as well as menu planning. Items with the X cannot be ordered, but they can be placed on menu to deplete the inventory you currently have. So please know if there's an X after the region number, that item will no longer be available to order. It has likely been replaced by another item. It's still showing in your inventory, but something else is available as well. Sometimes you may see X cases for quantities in the system. This is often the result of a mapping issue after a product has been adjusted or updated. If you see this situation, the easiest way to correct is select the item, select Item Rights and Measures, click the pencil under the warehouse, and adjust the vendor to the vendor without the X case. You can see in the picture the vendors are duplicated, except the first vendor has an X case after the region number. The second vendor does not have the X before case. Other than that, it's the same vendor, and the one is grayed out will go away once you change the vendor for the item. We're starting to compile multiple resources that we've created for LINQ purchasing. There's a link on the bottom of the slide to a shared folder. You'll be able to download resources from this location. If you were unable to come to the presentation at Spring Conference, there's a recorded version of Purchasing for Managers in this folder. It goes over the basics of finding items, ordering, and creating grocery lists. The Purchasing How-To Guide that I referenced earlier in this show, as well as mapping instructions and other items, are located at this link as well. When we have the yearly mapping template ready, you'll be able to download it from this folder too. Please utilize this as well as share with your managers and other stakeholders who might benefit from these resources. I know several districts have been working on implementation this summer, and some have attended training and plan to begin at the start of the school year. To support everyone, we've scheduled 3 optional Teams meetings on Thursday mornings at 9 o'clock starting on July 24th. We'll have one July 24th, July 31st, and August 7th. These are optional meetings for yourself, managers, whoever may be doing your ordering, to assist with any questions or other issues you may be seeing. There will be no formal agenda. There's nothing planned for these except to offer assistance to anyone that's having trouble. These will be informal, office hour style sessions. If your managers or other staff have questions or need assistance, please encourage them to join. You can see on the screen for Microsoft Teams meeting, you can click the link to join it, or you can go to Microsoft Teams and use the meeting ID and passcode. This is nothing more than to assist with ordering and any issues you may have with the ordering process. We want to offer as many opportunities as we can to make this a seamless transition to allow you to continue to get your groceries. Please don't forget you can contact us anytime if you need unit of measure changes or additions, serving sizes added, if you're having order issues, if you need assistance with ordering, understanding the ordering process, or even understanding the changeover from the legacy LSD application that offers groceries to the new LINQ School Nutrition purchasing section. If you find items that have incorrect data or something that doesn't seem right, reach out to us so we can double check that. If you're having any other issues with LINQ School Nutrition, please don't hesitate to reach out. Um, Anytime that you have issues with items, purchasing, that sort of thing, make sure you copy SWP at alsde.edu, just so we'll have a full record and everyone that's on the team will have knowledge that something's going on. Again, if we can answer any questions, feel free to email us. We look forward to assisting you and look forward to the future we have with LINQ School Nutrition.